And my interest has always been, how do chemicals affect the body in populations of people? And we're really interested in developing and validating a good biomarker for manganese. Is it better to measure the manganese in the blood, in the hair, or more importantly, the region of toxic area, which is the brain? Because as you know, manganese and lead are both neurotoxins, and you can some of the damage is in the motor region. So we looked at balance, and this time around I'm doing a tremor test where you can look at some more subtle effect, but movement of the hand and arm. Because manganese has we know from the research that manganese miners, and we know that Eramet brings their manganese from South Africa, so that's where it comes from. But the miners of manganese develop Parkinson-like symptoms, and they even called it manganese madness. It was different than Parkinsonism, but it had some similar characteristics. And occupationally, people exposed also have similar symptoms, but we don't know about people who are exposed just environmentally. So that's why I'm really focused on the community and on children. At what stages of early life brain development does manganese have an effect that could result in later life effects?
Manganese is a neurotoxin. Manganese is something that the human body needs to a certain amount. There's disease states with too little manganese, and there's obviously disease states with too much, as that research showed from the mines. But it's listed as a neurotoxin. And if you look at neurotoxins, the big thing that jumps out at you is the effect on children. And that from day one has always been my primary concern. What is the effect of this very low level exposure on a 24/7 basis on the children in Marietta? People are set up to ingest manganese, and there's all sorts of homeostatic mechanisms within the body to keep that balanced out when you ingest it. That's not the case when you breathe it. When you breathe it, it goes to the bloodstream and then goes to the brain. And it doesn't necessarily mean that there's any time that it is remarkably high in the bloodstream. That's one of these unknowns. I believe that there has been a neurotoxic exposure in Marietta. I think that the study that I did is evidence of that. Not proof by any means, but evidence of it. I believe that you have to suspect manganese as the culprit. Doesn't mean that it is, but that you at least have to be suspicious of it.